Hey guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video we're gonna walk through how to apply a post-study work visa for New Zealand. Before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe right now. And also I would like to clarify, neither I am an immigration consultant nor I am a government body. So in case you take anything out of this, you do it at your own risk. So guys, in front of you, I have opened this New Zealand visas where I see they have a section for post-study work visa. So they have gone through a lot of changes recently. Okay. Now, not every study credential that you do in New Zealand is eligible. Okay. Before 2012, May 2022, they were like, it was very easy. But now you need to have following qualification, then only you will be able to. Okay. So it's given here. You can definitely check and you should be very careful when you select your course also over there. Okay. Other eligibility criteria. So for the purpose of this video, we'll just go through the process. So you can stay up to 3 years and the cost is gonna be this, and 80% results come within 4 weeks. But yes, some cases may take longer, no doubt. So when you're gonna log in, you're gonna click there. And you need to show some patience also, no doubt. So basically it is taking you to Realme. Okay, so you need to log in using your Realme account. If you don't know how to create a Realme account, I'm going to include a link in the description that you can watch. Otherwise, you need to log in with your Realme account and I'll go through. So I'm going to log in and then I'm with you guys. All right, guys. So I have logged in. Now this post-study work visa comes as a work visa. So we click on work visa. Okay. Now all the information that I include here is going to be absolutely sample. So when you do for your case, make sure you do what is as per your case. Okay. Now, are you applying for one of the following type of work visa? So we are going for post-study work visa. So I select yes. Do you have MasterCard, Visa, Union Pay? Yes, that's why you can pay online. Are you an Australian citizen, permanent resident? I select no. You can start your application. Huh. Okay. Now let's say John Smith has recently completed a course that does fall under that, and now he's applying for um, his post-study work visa. Let's say he has completed his master's in civil engineering. Okay. I'm not sure if civil engineering is included in the list or not. I'm just assuming it is. Okay. Any other name? I select no. But this is optional. I'm not doing gender, date of birth. Of course, you know your date of birth, right? This is just sample. Let's say I'll make him 90, yeah, 1990. Oh, sorry. Oh, I don't know what's happening, guys. Yeah, perfect. Where you were born, of course, you know. So let's say he has an Indian citizen who just studied. State, town, city, passport details. Of course, you know your passport number. I don't have to tell you, but yeah, one thing you need to make sure is that any information you enter here, you need to check at least 2 times, not just once, 2 times. Okay, so that there's no problem. Provide your national identity number. So this is not a mandatory field, but if you have, definitely provide. Other citizenships that you hold. India does not allow dual nationality, so there's no point adding here. But yeah, if you have, definitely provide. What is your partnership status? Let's say it's single. Have you previously applied for a visa to New Zealand? Yes, because he had just completed his study. So because client number is not a mandatory field, I'm leaving it, but definitely you provide because anyway they are going to find out, right? Provide your current residential address. So let's say he's in New Zealand. Yes. Address. Of course, I don't know any address in New Zealand, so I'm gonna just do it manually. One phone number is mandatory. I'm not sure what's this. I think it's 65, right? I'm not sure, guys. Okay. But whatever your phone number is, provide that with the country code. Email. Provide your proper email address and phone number, of course, so that they can make contact with you. Postal address, same as residential. I said yes. Most recent overseas address. Okay, so most recent, so like most recent overseas address. So I'm just going for India. Okay. Of course, you know that. We live in the same country as your residential address. Yes. Group. Is this part of a group? I select no, but whatever it is, as per your case, go for it. Now, which type you are applying? This is very important to select the correct option. Do you have a job offer that requires New Zealand registration? I select no. How long you plan to stay in New Zealand? Total included time you have already spent in New Zealand. Okay, course I select this. Did you hold or had you applied for your student visa on or before March 2022? Let's say no. Did you apply your student visa as part of cohort 4 or border accession for new returns? I said no. Have you previously granted a post-study work visa? I said no. Have you gained a bachelor's degree or a qualification at level 8 or above in New Zealand? I select yes. I mean, you need to answer as per your case. I'm just putting sample, guys. You have tuberculosis? I select no. There isn't any chance of renal dialysis, hospital care, residential care, pregnant. I select not applicable because it's a man. Have you visited or lived in more than 3 months? Where have you visited or lived for more than 3 months in the last 5 years? I just select India. Whatever. Have you previously provided chest X-ray? I select yes. But issued in last 36 months? I select no. Have you previously provided general medical? I select yes. Last 36 months? I select no. Just let's say this he has applied before. Means answer as per your case. I'm just selecting simple. And now it's about criminality. Have you ever been convicted on a crime, removed to quarters? So I'm just putting no for all, but make sure you go through all the questions, understand, and answer truthfully. You don't want any misrepresentation, right? Work history. Are you currently working? Let's say no, he's not working, but it is asking for like your work history. Okay, so all the details that you have, your work history, regardless of the location, okay, you need to provide. See, they have one for outside New Zealand and even inside New Zealand. So whatever you have to provide, and you need to add more specific. You might be, you might have worked for more than one employer, right? So you can add employment history and that do that. So this is not mandatory and sample. I'm leaving it and I'm clicking on continue, but you definitely provide qualification. Okay, all the qualification. So provide the year and start date. Let's say he studied in June, right? June 2023, and it ended in May 2025. Name of residence, I'm just putting NZ Civil College. Name of college, I'm just putting sample. I'm taking civil engineering. Do you have any other contact in New Zealand? I select yes, because he has been there for like long time. Definitely you have, and you need to provide the details. But because of sample video, I'm selecting no. But in this case, most of the people will have, right? This is just sample. I'm going no, but definitely provide. Why would you hide it? Applying on my, are you completing this form on behalf of someone else? I select no. Have you received an immigration assistance? I select no. Click on continue. Now we reach the document checklist. Passport style photograph, passport relevant pages. If you have any doubt, you can go to question mark, identification card, any translation if required, evidence of your qualification relevant to post-study work visa. That's very important. If you have got in New Zealand, then mostly it's gonna be in English. Proof of funds. Now, medical certificate. Okay. So physician is submitted, you're gonna select yes. Do your physician supply you an e-medical reference code? Yes, then provide that reference code, of course, so that they can fetch the information. Police certificate, you need to get date of issue. And if you really want to do more documents to support your case, you can always go for yes here. It will allow you which document you want to upload, and then you can upload. And if you want even more, you can click on add additional document, and you can even upload more. And once you are done, you can click on continue, go for declaration and pay the fee, and that's it. It's gonna go from there. So that's how simple it is, guys. And I hope you like this video. Let me know what you feel about it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.